YouTube, what's up? And welcome back to part 9 in the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team Recruit 'em All playthrough. Today, we are going to continue the post-game story of this game and head off to an entirely new area called the Northern Range, as we're going to have to chase after a Latios, who during last episode, we watched Latios swoosh across the screen after making a pit stop into Pokemon Square and stealing all of the items from the Kecleon shop. Now obviously we're going to help our Kecleon brethren get his inventory back, but in addition to that, we need to see what is going on with Latios and why is he acting like that, right? So, a couple quick things before we kick off the action here. I'm going to head off to the friend areas over here and go grab Trico, because I want to bring Trico with me, but in addition to that, I want to talk about something else that I've been alluding to kind of throughout this whole playthrough. So, if we pull up the items here, I'm currently holding on to 3 of the blue jelly beans. They call them gummies, but they look like a jelly bean. So that's what I call them. Now, I've made reference to this, I think a few times throughout the playthrough, but if you consume the jelly beans, they give you a boost to your IQ stat, which at certain thresholds, you'll learn new IQ skills for the Pokemon. And we'll touch about more of those as we go through this and kind of talk about the ones that I want to get for Squirtle. But there is another bonus to these where you still get the effect of increasing your IQ, but there's also a secondary bonus effect if you actually feed the gummies to the Pokemon over in their friend areas. So we didn't have a chance to do this beforehand because we could not swap around who was the leader throughout the main story playthrough. But now that we're in the post game, we can swap the leader around. So I'm gonna go visit. It doesn't really matter who I visit here, but I'm gonna do Trico because I'm gonna bring him with me to Northern Range anyway. So let's go visit Trico. He's chilling here with his Sudowoodo friend. Alright, so we're going to do join the team, and then I'm going to have to do swap leader because I need to be playing as Trico to feed the jelly beans to Squirtle. So we'll make Trico the leader temporarily, and then I'm going to have to leave and go find oh, I don't know how to find Turtle Shell Pond, so we're just going to head back to the to the main base and then just go back to this, and then, what's-his-face, Squirtle will be here on the list. Okay. So let's head off to the middle of the pond here and go give Squirtle these jelly beans. So you do this right here, give gummy, and then I want to test this out because every time I give Squirtle a jelly bean, he should get a random +1 to one of the stats, right? Well, actually, I don't know if you can get a boost to HP, but it's probably one of the 4 stats between the 2 attacks and the 2 defenses, because there is no speed stat in this game. So let's see what happens here. So obviously the blue one is Squirtle's favorite type because water type. So his IQ went up, and he learned to actually hit the next threshold to learn a new IQ skill, which in this case is self-cure. Okay, and special attack rose by 1. Perfect. That's exactly what I want. So I'm gonna go ahead and rip all 3 of these here. Okay, now we got physical attack +1. Give me some more special attack, man. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, cool. We got lucky and got it 2 out of 3 times, and then we're going to make Squirtle the leader, of course. Okay, so I wanted to test that out to see if, you know, kind of how that works, because if we run all the way back over here to Kangaskhan storage, obviously I have a whole bunch of jelly beans. We've just kind of been stockpiling them throughout the playthrough. So one thing I might do in between recordings, now that I know how that works, is I might take all these out. As you can see, I got anywhere from 2 to 5 between like every color of gummy. Well, I take that back, only 1 purple one, but there's a whole bunch of jelly beans here in the thing, and I might feed all of these to Squirtle. And I really want to see how much of a boost he can get to his stats, but also what new IQ skills I can get, right? So that's pretty cool. Also, as you'll notice, I do have Dive, Surf, and Waterfall, the 3 different water HM attacks. Dive we got gifted to us by Wishcash, which then somehow opened up a place called Solar Cave, and Wishcash is like, yo, this is where I found the HM for Dive, inside of Solar Cave. So I went in there, and I think on the 15th floor I found Waterfall, and then on the 20th and final floor of Solar Cave we found Surf. So I don't know if those 2 are guaranteed, but most likely. That's probably how the dungeon's set up. And also there was a bunch of keys in there too, and even some evolution items. I found a link cable, sunstone, and moonstone, so all that is really cool. And I think if I'm understanding correctly, I think Surf is the key to triggering the event with Latios. So with that being said, I think I actually need to take this with me here. Because I don't think we can access Northern Range without it, but I could be tripping. And then, as you'll see, I also have $0 on me. So we need to stop by the bank here and take out 150 bucks because I need to relink my attacks. Oh, and yeah, one more thing I want to talk about with money too. So I have 4,000 there, as you can see in the bank, but that's fine. So in between episodes, kind of something I touched on in the outro as I was hitting it last time was that I was going to sell off some bad items that I had in storage, or just stuff that I didn't really need. Not necessarily bad items, but stuff that we had duplicates of and that we can find more of later. So I'm going to relink these two attacks here, even though Bite Ice Beam is not an ideal combo because the difference in PP, but it is what it is. Nope, that's good. But I wanted to sell off a bunch of items so that I could have a decent amount of cash to afford a few more friend areas. And I think everything I sold, I think I only got up to like 8k or 9k. But it wasn't enough to buy like 2 more friend areas because they're around like 5,000 a piece now. So we got a couple more friend areas, which again is going to help with recruiting. I don't have any money to buy stuff. I'm just trying to see if I have enough. 2 revivers, 2 elixirs. Surf escape orbs. Okay, so I have 1 full page of items here. That's probably good enough to go through Northern Range. So let's go ahead and do that. But yeah, so after we do this whole side quest today, now we have, not side quest, I guess you would call it a main quest, but I'm done with the main story, so I keep getting confused on what to call it. But these are main missions here, and then now there's 3 of them. So we have the Great Canyon to go to, and that is because we stumbled upon a drunken Spinda last time. Took bro back to the turtle base, gave him a Gatorade, right back up on his feet, you know. And as a thank you, the Spinda hooked us up with a feather and said, hey, take this feather to the Hill of the Ancients atop the Great Canyon and go, you know, seek out the wise and noble Xatu. So we're going to do that at some point, and I think that leads to a main quest with Ho-Oh or Lugia, I can't remember which one. So we're going to go to the Great Canyon next time. Today's going to be focused around the Northern Range, but we also have a third one, which is the Stormy Sea, and I'm pretty sure that's home to the greatest legendary of all time in Kyogre, so we'll go there at some point as well, but today's focus is going to be around Northern Range, and then, time permitting, the rest of the episode, I'm still going to try to go recruit a bunch more Pokemon, so before I go there, is Trico here? Yeah, he is. Okay. Alright, let's check this place out. I don't know if I actually needed to bring Surf with me, but it is what it is. Okay, there's a lot of enemies in here. Oh, I forgot Trico has Bullet Seed, that's right. This is the most OP attack. Like, he already killed them on and he's still... Okay. He's just ripping them out here. I don't even have to do anything. What was I starting to say, though, before Trico distracted me? I don't remember. But I'm not really going to focus on... why did bro click Splash? That's crazy. I'm not going to focus around recruiting Pokemon on this mission here. That's only going to be when I go on side quests and stuff like that. A Warp Orb. Okay, he's going for Bullet Seed again. That move is so insanely powerful. And you know what? I might have never turned on the rest of his attacks. That's probably why he's going for it over and over again. Right, okay, Bullet Seed is the only thing turned on. So let's turn everything back on here. And this is... Bro loves his Bullet Seed. We'll take it, we'll take it. That Ninjask out of here. Even after the Mon gets KO'd, he still has to finish the animation for Bullet Seed. Now, I gotta be careful again with walking over the water because... Ooh, Cleanse Orb is kind of nice. Because, of course, that works out fine when I'm just Squirtle by myself. But now that I got Trico with me, I can, I'm actually just going to leave to the next floor, too. I don't even care what that item is. I gotta be careful because if I switch positions with Trico, he will get warped somewhere randomly on the floor. I kind of want to watch a Bullet Seed double KO here. So let's do this and then see if he goes for it. Okay, nice. Because it's going to KO the jump bluff and the rest of the hits as long as he gets more than 2. Damn. He only got 3 hits. Wasn't enough to take out the Hoot Hoot, but... Okay, what do we got here? Beautifly. Take it out. Beautifly also gets Silver Wind. That does so much damage to Trico. I'm gonna have to go for Bubble here, see if I can OHKO it. I slowed it down, which is nice. Because I can miss the next Water Gun and then take him out with the Bubble. Alright, the Pecha Berry, I'm just gonna go ahead and eat that. Don't really need to keep it in the inventory. I probably should. Now I'm going to get poisoned on the next floor, but it is what it is. We got the water, though. Let's go. Because of that, we're easily going to Oko jump off here. Hoot Hoot picked up some money. Well, Hoot Hoot can hand over those coins. Okay, it's not that Hoot. It's a different one. Nice. Well, damn, none of them are actually lined up, so I can't even get a 2-for-1 special here, but that's kind of whatever. Hoot Hoot, I think, is also going to step... Oh, no, he stepped in line. Perfect. Okay, so as long as Water Gun connects, it'll Oko, jump Luff, and then... Bubble was going to KO Hoot Hoot, but... It's all good. Trico gets to level 29. Not bad, not bad. Just getting +1s across the board. Okay. Great. And now I'm sleep. Oh, now we're both sleeping. Okay. So sleep powder hits everybody in the vicinity. Touche, touche. Oh, Leech Seed's really bad. At the end of every turn, I lose 10 HP and then the enemy gains 10 HP. And Leech Seed could not be planted on Trico. Okay, so grass types are actually immune to that in this game. That's good to know. Alright, everybody's awake. Probably take out the Hoot with a regular attack, but I miss. Damn, kind of getting rinsed by this Hoot right here. That was the one that had the coins, though. What are these items up here? Oh, it's a Kecleon shop with some spectacles. What is Kecleon cooking over here? Shoutouts to the rain boosting the power of my water attacks. It's an Insomnoscope. I already have one of those in storage. I think I'm going to take this Oranberry, though. I could use it here. And a Power Band I don't need. Do I have anything to sell him? Yeah, I'm going to sell him the Pecha Scarf. We don't need that. A couple Warp Orbs, a Cleanse. These are all actually pretty good items. Well, 90% of them are what I brought into the dungeon, but we'll trade the Pecha Scarf for 500 coins and then buy the Oranberry for just 50. So we get an Oranberry plus 450 coins in that deal. It's honestly not bad. What do we got here? Hidden Power? Okay. That's something, I guess. I still have never taught my Mons Hidden Power, so I'm not sure which Hidden Powers they have, but let's go for Bite Ice Beam here, because Ice Beam is 4x super effective on the Grass Flying Jump Luff. Easy Oko. I'm kind of realizing it just hit me now that the 2 max elixirs I brought is probably not enough. So unless there's like a decent amount of items, like maybe I'll go check that one down below me, but not the other one. Because I'm gonna have to chill out with fighting a bunch of Pokemon. That's annoying, but whatever. Alright, let's get out of here. That item is not worth it. But yeah, because I think this place is 25 floors. Well, actually, I don't think. I have the webpage pulled up next to me here. Troll Orb is nice. What is this? A seed? Let's look at it. A Reviver Seed. Okay, cool. That actually helps a lot. Okay, we'll go for Bite Ice Beam here and then Water Gun Bubble on the next combo here because these guys are going to come in a straight line. So hopefully Water Gun one-shots, but it probably won't. It does. Nice. And Bubble's not going to one-shot Jump Luff, but it did 77 damage, so I could probably finish it with this. Yeah. And we kind of essentially get like a 2-for-1 there. We didn't have to use, you know, the attack twice. Interesting. Now this would be a great spot if I spawned right on the stairs. I would just rip that Troll Orb. But instead we're going to have to do this and then go check out what these items are. And that was our last use of Water Gun Bubble if I don't want them to become unlinked. So I'm going to switch over to Bite Ice Beam and I get 5 more uses out of this before we have to Elixir. But honestly, here goes most of it right here on these 3 enemies. Swords Dance and Double Team is nasty work. Let's hope I hit the Ice Beam. I double missed. Okay. Alright. Now we double hit, so that's not too bad. A Blast Seed. Okay, I don't care about that. Let's go see what these 2 items are. That was an unfortunate Ice Beam miss. I'll still, let me actually use the Blast Seed. Come here, bro. Because I can just eat it right here off the ground and do like some free damage on this thing for 45. And then Quick Attack finishes it off. So not bad. We don't even have to use a PP on that guy. Jeez, Swallow. That was kind of an insane amount of damage right there. Another Petra Scarf, but my bag is already full, and a Radar Orb. That's also irrelevant because I have the X-Ray specs. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and rip elixir number 1 here. And let's hope we find another one. Because only having one more and trying to get to the 25th floor is kind of a long way away. Where am I going? The stairs are not over there. Almost got one of my apples spoiled. That would have been bad. Okay, so okay, the stairs are here. They could have been on the right side of the map. But luckily they were here, so I didn't have to go all the way back around. Alright, we're in a new area here, and the sandstorm is going, which is kind of annoying. Can I get these guys in a line, though? I don't think so. No! Come on, Pidgeot. Oh, you're trolling, bro. You're gonna make me waste 2 PP here for no reason. Actually, I could do this, and maybe Trico would go for Bullet Seed on Pidgeot. Oh, he does. Perfect. Well, it's because I missed the other attack. He only got a 2-hitter, but I think we're gonna slowly beat down this Pidgeot. Yeah. I don't want to waste more PP on it. Yeah, and the whole squad's pulling up, too. Stay in a line, though. Okay, perfect, perfect. As long as I connect Water Gun, it probably Oko's Swallow. Yeah, and then we get free chip on this Pidgeot. Also, oh, I didn't bring any throwables with me. Damn. Alright, let's just do it again, then. And then I'm going to finish off the other Pidgeot with just the regular attack, because that did 72. Bro probably doesn't have that much HP left. And we get another Quick Seed, which is good. Okay, Bite Ice Beam just got delinked. Shoutouts to the PP0 trap. Which is another reason why... Okay, I'm actually going to pick these up. What could I get rid of, though? I don't need the Hunger Seed. You have Double Team as well? That's really annoying. Alright, man. Okay, I guess that works, but... I was gonna say, Swallow should step up and face me this way, but... we have to wait for the Bullet Seed to go off. I really hate Double Team. Just like when you're playing Pokemon Emerald, right? Trying to go through the Battle Frontier, and everything is just rip and Double Team. That's very annoying. Spinarak is also annoying because it does have String Shot, which will slow you down. This is not ideal. I'm thinking about cutting over the water here, which is going to leave Trico behind, but it's okay because as soon as I hit the stairs, we will relink up with each other. And as long as bro doesn't start fighting enemy Pokemon, like as long as he just chills there, I'm actually going to rip this Pounce Orb because it's going to go right down the hallway into the next room. And I think that's where the... Okay, well I got blocked by the wall, but yeah, as long as Trico doesn't start fighting enemies, the camera won't pan back and forth every time. Although now that I am in postgame, I can just switch over to Trico at any time that I want to KO the enemies whenever we get separated. You know what? I'm actually just going to go ahead and rip the Troll Orb here. Let's take out this Swallow. It's not really worth it for just 3 items, but, you know, if one of them is an elixir, then of course it's worth it. Let me also set these Iron Thorns too. Alright, let's troll it up. That's okay, a copy of Flamethrower. By the way, I need to eat an apple and I'll pick up this Orange Berry. What is this? Radar? No, don't need it. Flamethrower is funny because I was talking about how I sold off a bunch of items in between episodes. And it's funny because I found Flamethrower and Thunderbolt, like 2 of the best TMs in the game last time out. But I ended up selling them both for a whole bunch of cash because... I'm actually going to move on. Never mind. There's 2 items up here. Let's go check them. Another Reviver Seed. Okay. I'm glad I checked. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this Quick Seed, I guess. Now let's take out the Swallow. So... I said when I found Flamethrower Thunderbolt that I wasn't actually gonna sell them, you know? Like, I wanted to keep them because they were the first copies that I had. But I ended up selling them anyway because I figured... The more I was thinking about it, I figured, you know what? Like, they were pretty easy to find in Solar Cave. What are we doing with this? Are you dead ass with that Fury Swipes? It's a freaking Spinnerack, and bro just OHKO'd me from... Well, he got the full 5-hitter, that's why, but that was crazy. Anyway, I can always go find those TMs again, right? And one of them I just did with Flamethrower, so... It ends up being like the right decision to sell them off. I can't believe I just got nuked by... I gotta eat the plain seed. We just got absolutely fried by a Spinnerack. What just happened right there? Hello? Alright, that's a dead end, by the way. Okay. I guess we're just out here waking up Swellows for whatever reason. Gotcha. Alright, I'm trying to head over this way and see... Oh, found another dead end. Nice. Latian? Ain't nobody got time for that. Although I missed the water gun, so now he lives. Alright. Reflect ain't gonna save you from my bubbles, big dog. Just want to see what these items are over here. Okay, it's the stairs anyway. Switcher Orb is not very good. And Scanner Orb is just for the items on the floor, but X-Rays gives me that anyway. Oranberry and what else? I think it was double Oranberry over there. Oh, okay, I thought bro saw us. Oh, nice. Got poisoned. Doesn't matter, we found the stairs. Perfect. A gold ribbon, I think sells for a decent amount of cash, but... I mean, I really do actually want to take this. Oh yeah, Switcher Orb was pretty bad. And then I don't need this Oranberry because I have a bunch in the bag, but I can eat it for the... Well, it gives you the HP recovery, but really it was like +5 hunger recovery. So that's kind of why I ate it right there. Okay. A couple birds lined up in a row here, but... Miss the bubble so we don't get the Oko, but Trico's there to clean it up. Atta babe. Alright. Decent amount of items here. I didn't even see this orb. Oh, a Petrify. That's actually really good in case we get a monster house. I'm just gonna eat this quick seed too. Need to pick up this Petrify, see what's going on down here. Well, I don't need the Rossberry, but I'm gonna eat this as well. Also, I was kind of getting some distance there from Trico because I had a quick seed active. Okay, I see the stairs down there, so we ended up going the right way. That's not bad. Don't pick up the rocks, bro. Now he's gonna throw them and do 20 damage every time. It's just so annoying. Alright. Trico gets to level 30. That's not bad. Again, I was talking about level 30 a lot during last recording because that's the start of, I guess you would call it the second tier of another Reviver Seed. Damn. I already have 3 on me, but I have to take this with me. I don't think I need all these Warp Orbs. Let's swap that. So from level 1 all the way to level 29, if your leader of your team is in that range, you just have the basic base recruiting odds of whatever the Pokemon's percentage chances that you're trying to recruit. But the moment you hit level 30 is when you hit that second tier, and you basically get like a +5% boost to your recruiting chances. By the way, why am I rolling so many Sandstorm floors? I feel like this is kind of weird. Especially because this looks like a floor layout that might take a really long time to find the stairs. Whenever you see a bunch of hallways like this, it's going to be like all really small rooms. Attract? Damn, Attract is a really good TM. I already have a couple copies of that in Kangaskhan storage. But you know what? I'm going to take it over the Thorns because it sells for a decent amount of cash. Okay, I have to at least check this way before I move on, because what if the stairs were right here the whole time, you know? They were. No way. I was about to go explore the whole entire left side of the map. But I was like, you know what? There's only one more room, it looks like, over here, so we might as well, you know, check that off the list and eliminate it as a pointless room. But, you know, I'm glad I checked, because as you can see, I was about to head to the whole left side, and we'd have been hitting Sandstorm damage forever. It would have been very annoying. Okay. Well, with this... Alright, bro. Will you just step forward, please? Nice, we slowed him down. Okay, well... Trico, please destroy this man. Turn around and get rid of him with Absorb. Okay. I was just talking about how I did not bring enough elixirs with me, which is true. 2 elixirs was not going to be enough. I gotta hunger heal this off. Trico, please do not step on the trap. Great. I gotta wait for him to get over the confusion. Okay. I think I could have positioned him better, but I'm pretty bad at positioning the teammates, as you've probably been able to tell throughout the whole playthrough here. What was I talking about? Oh, the elixir thing, right? Because I'm gonna have to rip my next one here very shortly after these got delinked. I guess now I can use bite more though. Okay, there's a bunch of blind Pokemon right there. We both take damage from that. But the fact that I'm finding so many Reviver Seeds, okay, we made it cringe, perfect. Trico's trying to go for quick attack, but he's out of PP as well. Petrify, okay. The Reviver Seeds essentially act as a damn, bro. Hold on, let me take this thing out and hit an Oranberry. What the heck? But the Reviver Seeds also act as a max elixir, right? Because, not that you ever want to rely on that, that's like a last resort, but damn, I should have just checked the middle. we got a big old loop on the outside here. But it you know, it is a good plan B essentially to get your PP back with reviving yourself. All right. Peck does 33 damage. Damn, this is a really high level area. Okay. I was not expecting this. Alright, we made it cringe, so I can go ahead and slowly beat it down here. Not the sand attack, bro. Nightshade does 27. Okay, well, we know what level this thing is at. And I get a crit, so I OHKO it with bite, so that's really good. I guess I could check this other... I'm trying to avoid all these Pokemon, but they're all hovering around that big room right there. It's kind of annoying. Okay, here's the stairs. I could sit here and hunger heal a little bit. I have 58 out of 100 belly and 2 apples. So I'm going to hunger heal my HP a little bit. Okay. I still have sand attack on me, so let me just leave. And I can hit an apple later. Okay, now we're in a whole new area. I'm going to go ahead and rip that apple and pick up this blast seed, I guess. Yeah. Okay, we find the stairs. There's only one more item on the complete other side of the floor, so onward we go. There ain't no way, man. A Pounce Orb? Well, that would be good if I was by myself, but... Oh, not these idiots. If I go down, they're not going to be in a line anymore, though. I messed up my positioning. Let me see if that back Furo... Oh, he did move, damn. Does Ice Beam OHKO? It doesn't. That's pathetic. But I bet a regular attack probably does. Okay. This guy goes for a pursuit. It's whatever. Because now we go Ice Beam again. And we know it doesn't kill. But Trico, with any attack he goes for, will get it. But he decides to go for a quick attack. And now he's going to get OHKO'd to a Fury attack. Nice. At least, the good thing about that... Well, it's never good to consume a Reviver. But I had 5 of them. We've already consumed 2. So... I can eat the plain seed, it does nothing, but he does get a refill to quick attack and whatever else. Like, he already used bullet seed a lot, so he was probably getting pretty low on that as well. I see you, Togetic, but I can't actually recruit you, so well, still gonna take you out, though. Oh, right, I only have one more use of Water Gun Bubble, damn. I'm gonna use it right here, too. Okay, so let me switch back to... I got a few uses of Bite and Ice Beam left before I have to Elixir, so I don't need to rip it yet. Might as well take these 3 rocks, too. I feel like they might come in handy. That's not strong enough to OHKO either. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna predict stairs are in the bottom left, but I'm gonna keep going this way instead, because there should be a couple rooms over here somewhere. I also probably should have taken that path in the middle. Stairs could be in there. Follow me? Wait, what? Bro turned into a substitute doll? I didn't even know that was a thing. And you can't damage it with the regular attack? Okay. Learning something new about this game every time I play. And I was wrong. The stairs were right here. Well, I think I need to go ahead and rip this last elixir, although I don't have to yet. I could probably go like 2 more floors without doing it. I really need to... Oh, man. This is a really weird layout, it looks like, too, with a lot of enemies. But I really need to start conserving PP, because I'm going to hit my last elixir, and then we have to go all the way to 25. Basically, we're going to have to go 5 floors without being able to restore PP. And depending upon how many enemies spawn, right? I don't want taunt. I do want these rocks, though. That's not bad. But, like, theoretically, we could easily burn through half the PP between floor 20 and 25. So, this could get a little shiesty here at the end. I'll have to make a note to come better prepared next time. Alright, that first Xatu doesn't see us, which is good. I feel like we're gonna have to fight this Noctowl, though. As long as I have, like, and Latios doesn't have pressure, right? Most of these legendaries we've been fighting have pressure, so it's really, really annoying. But as long as I have, you know, 5 to 6 uses of my attacks, that'd be more than enough to deal with Latios. Damn, I kind of want to separate here and just walk across that water. What? Bro, just click teleport? I feel like the stairs are going to be right here, right? No? Okay, well, we can still regroup this way, but... So they're over here, then. Maybe. Alright. Let's go for Ice Beam. If he goes for Bullet Seed, he'll KO both those Pokemon. Well, never mind, because I KO'd it. He gets the Quick Attack. I guess I'll go for Ice Beam again. And the stairs are actually not in here, so... Oh, we hit level 34. Shiced. So the stairs actually have to be in the bottom right corner, which at this point I haven't covered the entire floor map. Yeah, I have. Really, bro? It's just a waste of a PP. Whatever. Whoops. Okay, one more Ice Beam, one more Bite. I got you. So yeah, see, if I keep getting floors like this, then we easily burn through all the PP, right? That's kind of what just happened right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and rip this last elixir, and then we still do have Reviver Seed, so it'll be okay, but I definitely should have brought a 3rd elixir into this place. Okay, 100 coins on that up there. Now we're getting some Sevipers too. Interesting. Link combo should KO it though, as long as I hit both, which I don't. Choice. Okay, I kind of want to see what these 2 items are over here. Rossberry, we don't need that. Oh yeah, and I have a Blast Seed too. I can use that on these enemies. Eating it will give me +5 hunger recovery, but also it does like 45 chip damage, so it's pretty good. Okay, there's no stairs in here, so damn, man, there's so many enemies on this floor too. They're gonna be trolling me with my PP. Okay, Bite is still on the hotkey. Let's go for it. We make Xatu cringe, because Xatu is pretty cringe. And let's hope this one doesn't come this way either. Oh. That's bad. Okay, don't quite get the 2 for 1 there. Let's go for Bite on Seviper. Nice, I made it cringe. Okay. Free kill there, but no stairs. We're also going to have to fight this one. We'll go for the combo again. Seviper wants to join the team. Do I actually take this? Nah. I don't want. I can get it later. Bro, they gotta stop spawning so many damn wild Pokemon here. I need to conserve PP for Latios. Okay, well, we froze this guy, so that's kind of funny. But I guess you can't actually... Trico's literally gonna waste all his PP right here until this thing dethaws. That's actually really bad. Bro was sitting there just spamming attacks while it was frozen. Essentially just wasting PP. Alright. We find the stairs. I'm not even going to check that item because it seems like elixirs don't even spawn in this place. Get me out of here, man. That is exactly what I needed after 2 consecutive floors of like double-digit enemies. I will take those all day, every day. Although I should have checked for troll. I know I already used the one troll that I had, but I thought maybe I found another one. Petrify, I'll take this. I'm just going to eat the Blast Seed. Pick up the Petrify. Elixirs do exist in this place. Okay. GG's game. GG's. I see you. Again, I don't need this Warp Orb. Right? The Petrifies are way better. But both Warp Orb and Petrify are kind of used to clear out monster houses. By the way, I'm going to switch back to the Link move here. But I mean, between the two, like, I've always felt the Petrify Orb is way better because it basically completely paralyzes the enemies in the room forever. What the Warp Orb does is it sends all the Pokemon warped out of the room, but not even always the case. Some of them, it basically sends all the Pokemon in the room warped to a room at random on the floor, but that it can roll the same room that they were already in. So it technically doesn't even like guarantee you clear out a house. By the way, I should have threw a gravel rock at those so that Water Gun would have killed. That was a mistake. But whatever. Alright. Let's see. I guess I can keep checking this way. So, and with the Petrify Orb, I don't know if I finished my thought, but it basically stuns them forever. They never break out of the, essentially what is like a paralyzed status. They are just immobilized, sitting there shaking like they're paralyzed forever. So, it's actually a really, really good thing to petrify Pokemon instead of just warping them out, because again, even if there's a chance they end up in the same room as you warped them from. Well, that's annoying. But come on, Trico, do something, buddy. Oh, not the Screech. Bro's gonna get OHKO'd by a poison attack now, if Seviper has one. Okay, well, we wake up, so that's not bad. Alright, anyway, let me go see what this item is. It's kind of free. It's some more rocks. I'll take them. Now it's a Fearow, so we Ice Beam it. And you know what? Let me set my own rocks here on the hotkey. I just take them out with that. What's up, Noctowl? Okay. One more floor to go before we find Latios. And it'd be like, hey, bro, what are you doing over here stealing from Kecleon's shop? We don't appreciate that. As I use up all the PP on my Ice Beam, right? right before we fight a dragon type. Not ideal, but you know, we're here. Use up the rest of these rocks. Oh no, I did find an elixir, so actually we're chilling. I already forgot about that. Stamina Band is more valuable to sell than the rocks, but we also, I just saw I was at 38 out of 100 bellies, so we might as well rip this last apple. And then just pick this thing up. And I can sell it to Kecleon when we get back to the square. Okay, so here we are. Do I even need to hit this elixir? I really don't. I think I have enough PP to fight Latios. And there actually might be a 25th floor. I don't know. No, there isn't. Okay. What are you doing up here, bro? We came to get back the items that you stole from Kecleon's shop. Oh? Who are you? I'm Dude, and this is my buddy Trico. I see. You're trying to get your TMs back. But nobody can stop me. Are you sure about that, buddy? I'm the Eon Pokemon, Latios. And I'm a blue turtle with Ice Beam and Bite. Okay? Both super effective against you. If you really want your TMs back, you'll have to take them from me. Okay? Be careful what you wish for, you know? Ice Beam's got range on it too, buddy. Boom, 81 damage. How much does Bite do? And can I flinch it? Wait, we're doing really big damage to this guy. 64. Well, yeah, we're swinging for between 50 and 60 a hit. By the way, he just went for Safeguard, which might protect him from flinching. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the Link combo. Because again, even though water attacks are resisted by a dragon, you see how strong stab attacks are? Still swinging for basically 60 a hit. Alright, this is easy money right here. Trico, could you go for Bullet Seed, brother? What are we doing? I would OHKO this guy. Alright, easy money. Okay. There was no chance we were able to recruit him right there, so that's kind of why I just kept going for the damage. Please. Please, let me go. I have to go. There's somewhere that I have to go. If I don't hurry, my little sister... Okay, I respect that. No, we're not going to save the adventure yet, though. Alright, all of a sudden we're back in Pokemon Square. Look, he's waking up. Where? This is Pokemon Square. You fainted in the Northern Range, so we brought you back here. You, how dare you steal my fine selection of quality merchandise? You had better be prepared for harsh justice. Now wait a minute, Kecleon. There must be a good reason for this. We should at least hear that. That's right. I have to go get my sister. Gah, this wound. You're injured. You can't fly for now. Tell me, how do you justify what you've done? I have a younger sister. Her name is Latios. Latios crashed somewhere in the Pitfall Valley. New area we get to go to. Nice. What? The Pitfall Valley? What is that? What is the Pitfall Valley? It's near the Northern Range. They say that anyone so unlucky to fall in the Pitfall Valley will never again emerge. Latios and I were flying over the Northern Range when suddenly what appeared to be a meteorite struck Latios on the wing. Thanks, Rayquaza. Her wings shattered by the blow. Latios tumbled down into the depths of Pitfall Valley. A meteorite? Squirtle, do you think maybe it's a chunk of the blown up meteor? I do, Trico, actually. I went to the Pitfall Valley in hopes of rescuing my sister, but I made little headway and wasn't up to the task. Well, I'm going to bring more max elixirs, and I will be up to the task. Latios, don't worry, buddy. We're going to go find your little sister and go save her. So that drove you to steal the TMs? Yes. I intended to make amends after I saved my sister, but that doesn't mean I can get away with thievery. I was wrong, and I'm sorry. Oh my. It's not a problem at all. For a reason so compelling, it can't be helped. However, even if you were to plumb the depths of Pitfall Valley, what would you do then? The nether regions of the Pitfall Valley are a void. You will wander forever, neither falling nor living. What then? So much time has passed since my sister crashed. Latios hasn't been able to climb out of the depths. She is all alone down there. Even if I ended up like her, unable to escape, 2 would be better than 1. Latios wouldn't have to be so alone. How foolish. Do you think Latios wishes for that? But it's a place you can't escape, isn't it? I don't see how we could do a rescue in a place like that. It's called the escape orb, buddy. We got it. No, there is. There is but one possible way. You can? How? You already have the means in your possession. The teleport gem. Use that. Okay, I guess that also works. The teleport gem? The one we used to get up to the sky where Rayquaza lives? But it got broken in the falling star's explosion. While it's unlikely to carry you to the sky again, it should be able to carry you a shorter distance. If you were to use the teleport gem from deep within the Pitfall Valley, that's it. If we did that, we could escape with Latios. Squirtle, this is a rescue that only we can do. Let's go rescue Latios. Okay, and just like that, we now have access to a new area, Pitfall Valley. Scheist. Alright. I don't know why it was telling me about adding friends to the rescue area. I didn't even recruit that Seviper. I said no. Anyway. That's all good. We're gonna get some fresh mail here from Pelipper. Before I go into that next section, though, I forgot to fill up my my water, so I'm gonna go do that real quick. And for the YouTube side of things, all I gotta do is fade it out and fade it back in. So even though I'll be gone for like 30 seconds, you know, on YouTube it's only gonna seem like 5 seconds. So I'm gonna go refill my water, and then we'll be back and we will go save Latios. All right, see you in a sec. All right, that's much better. Now I'm all hydrated, ready to roll. So let's keep things pushing here. First I'm gonna go to Kangaskhan storage. As now I'm realizing I definitely need more max elixirs. So let's do this real quick. Also, we found some other items that I don't necessarily need for the next portion, so we're gonna store some stuff here. Oh yeah, I never even used that last elixir, so that's pretty good. Okay, attract, flamethrower, hidden power. I don't know if I actually need surf. I'm just going to deposit this. If they make me pull it out, you know, then I'll go ahead and do that. But I do remember there is some dungeons in the post game here where they make you carry surf and even waterfall and dive, stuff like that. So, alright, let's go in there with this set of items, although I need some apples and another elixir. Okay. Let's put away one more orange berry. And then take out some apples and elixirs here. Okay. Now we have to go in here multiple times for the apples, right? Because they only let you take out like one at a time. Let's go ahead and grab 3 of these things. Why not? Alright, and that should do it. Off to the Pitfall Valley. And is Trico still on the squad here? Oh, okay. So that's what it was telling me after I finished the mission, that I have to go re-get Squirtle from his friend. I mean, Squirtle. Trico from his friend area. I was wondering why that message popped up. Where is Trico? Here he is. Because normally that message pops up when it tells you, hey, you know, the new members you just recruited are now, you know, you have to go get them from the friend area, but that was only happening during the main story. Now it looks like whoever I bring with me on these missions, I'll have to leave them behind. Like, the game forces you to leave them behind after completing every mission. Oh, you know what? First, I need to go check the mail. Well, not only my mailbox, but over here at the bulletin board. Because again, in order to unlock Purity Forest, Latios and Latias' mission is one portion, but we still have to get a friend area called the Sky Blue Plains. Which, if after completing the second half here of the quest for Latios and Latias, okay, it's not here. I might actually just go use the Wonder Mail code, and I'm gonna go ahead and showcase that on the recording. So anybody else that is playing this game for themselves, you know, that way you don't have to go search what is the Wonder Mail code. You know, you'll just be able to resort back to this video whenever you need to. And I guess I could also put it like in the YouTube description too. All right, let's head off to Pitfall Valley and check this place out. Okay, so the game doesn't force me to bring surf, so that's good. That's an extra space in my bag. Okay, we're instantly greeted here by a ladybug and a bird. Let's take them out. Just like that, Trico grows to 31. Okay. What are you trying to learn now? Leaf Blade? Aw, agility. Ain't no way, bro. Although agility is kind of cool because it benefits both Pokemon. So it can give my my Squirtle a boost in speed. But I'd rather just have the 4 attacks, if I'm being real. Decides to spit seeds over at that sleeping swallow there. And of course we're doing this again. Really, bro? I'm just gonna throw a gravel rock at you then. I hate when they go for double team, man. This is so annoying. Let's catch this ice beam real quick. Alright, cool. Now, I think in the bottom left corner, I think that's a Kecleon shop. So we might be getting a floor 1 shop, which is kind of cracked. These floor layouts are kind of annoying though when you do have a teammate, because you're kind of forced to go around the long way. Because again, Squirtle can walk over water, but Trico can't because he's not a water type or a levitating Pokemon. But I do want to check out these shops here. If we can find a bonus elixir or 2, that would also go a long way. Rocks and about 350 coins, not bad. Oh, it's not. Okay, but see, this is another good thing about playing the game with either one of the 2 Pokemon on your team as a water type, because then you could just cross over and get these. Although Scanner, Orb, and they were all kind of bad, but Petrify, I'm gonna swap. Oh no, I thought I had a full bag. Never mind. So you know, if you're playing this game for yourself and neither one of your partners, oh great. Okay, we don't need to be going for bullet seeds, bro. But you know what? We'll take this one out because it's right here. Why not? You always want to make sure, you know, you don't have to, but as long as one of your 2 Pokemon is a water type, then you can walk over water like that. Now, going back to what I was talking about with the IQ skills, eventually if you rank up your IQ high enough, you will earn a skill called the All-Terrain Hiker, which would even allow somebody like Trico to walk over water. And not only water, but Because, like, fire types can walk over. That's really bad, by the way. Fire types can walk over hot lava. And so, once I get the all-terrain hiker for Squirtle, he'll be able to walk over... Can I bubble through this? I feel like I can. Whatever. Speaking of bubble. So eventually when I go back to those fire dungeons, you know, I can walk over lava like the fire types can. We've seen Numel and like Slugma do it. I should have ripped an ice beam. I always forget it has range. Okay. At least we connect. Okay, well, being poisoned is very annoying, but I think we'll be able to... Well, of course, it's going to be all the way until the very end when I can find... Oh, no. I don't want to swap spots with him. I just want to ice beam this bird. That didn't even Oko? That's pathetic. It's always when you're poisoned, right, that you don't find the stairs till the very end of the floor, but it's all good, because I had some orange berries on me anyway, so we were in no risk of getting KO'd there. I forgot to relink Ice Beam and Bite. I also did not need to step forward like that. I thought the Ice Beam was going to Oko him, so I just kind of walked forward after. Okay, a Blast Seed and another copy of Flamethrower. Damn, we're finding... That's like the third copy of Flamethrower in like the last 5 dungeons that I've went to. Let's do this. If I would have walked the other way, Trico would have switched spots with me, and then he would have started bullet seeding the Spearow. And that's just a waste of time. We don't need that. We're here on a mission, and that is to save Latios. We're not here to recruit anybody. Deal with all that later. I got an Ice Beam for you, buddy. 258 damage. That's crazy. I do want to find this other Hoppip, though, because I kind of want that Troll Orb. Yeah, it might be this right here. Or it's the red dot on the bottom of the screen. Damn it, it is. Okay. Because I feel like... Okay, it's not worth going back for, but... I feel like there'll be a point in this dungeon where we're going to spawn in the stairs and there'll be like 6 or 7 items on the floor. And that way you can just draw them all right to you with the troll. Here's another free floor, though. And an escape orb, I kind of want that. TMs, by the way, always sell for the most money with Kecleon shop, so... I'm always going to pick them up whenever I... Not always, I can't say that, but... For the most part, whenever I see them, I'm going to pick them up. And then, even if I don't want to put them in Kangaskhan storage, just being able to sell them with Kecleon, it goes a long way in terms of getting cash so that I can afford to buy more and eventually all of the friend areas. I think Trico can cut through here, right? Yeah. You can cut corners like that over water, but he can't obviously walk over water. I should honestly bring this Pecha Berry with me. 56 out of 100 belly. We can go ahead and rip like a regular apple. Oh, I don't have any more ice beams. Okay, whatever. Pick up this Pecha Berry and then we'll get going here. Nice. One of my apples just turned into grimy food. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Go ahead and eat the Rostberry. Okay, where are the stairs at? There they are. It's like almost uncovered the whole map again. Alright, we got a couple enemies in here. Neither one I could line up. Oh, great. Not the safeguard again. Kind of surprised that actually Oko'd Swablu. Let's go for Bite on this guy. Okay, fine. We'll go for the Link move then. Whatever. Man, why does everybody keep pulling up in this room? Draining my PP too fast. These other two are going to walk right at us too. I already knew it. Let me do this to let Butterfree step up. That way Water Gun Okos and then we get free bubble damage on Butterfree. Which is enough to Oko. And of course the last Pokemon is also chasing us too. Alright, whatever. Let's grab the coins and go. Same thing here. That's, you know, there's 3 items down there on the bottom, but way too many enemies to fight through. So we're going to conserve a little PP and just go for it. That's probably another Kecleon shop up here. Oh, he only rolled a 2-hitter with Bullet Seed. It would have been cool if he got more. Like, the 2 hits was enough to take out that Yanma, but if he ripped a full 5-hitter, there would have been like 3 more to hit this Dodrio because they were perfectly in line. That would have been cool. Oh no, it's not a Kecleon shop. It's another one of these. Pecha Scarf. Hold items, just like TMs, do sell for a lot of cash. So it's probably better than this. I don't need the blowback orb or the scanner. So we'll take that because it'll sell for more money, and then I'll take a good item out of these 3 here. Whichever one's the best. Well, they're all not great. The seed's probably going to be the best. Yeah, I'll take Hunger Seed. We'll switch it for Scanner. Hunger Seed I can use. I can throw it at a Pokemon, put them in a famished state. So they basically do 0 damage. Trico. Whatever. We don't need to be fighting these irrelevant scrubs. I didn't even see what this item is, did I? Oh, it's another hold item. A racket band. Again, I don't want that, but it can sell for a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and rip this Quick Seed. Pick up the racket band. Alright, let's go this way and avoid these scrubs. Although with the Quick Seed I get too much distance between me and Squirtle. Alright, there's the stairs. Perfect. Onward we go through Pitfall Valley. Who is this? Yanma in the hail? Go for the bite. Let Trico finish it off. Very nice. Roll Call Orb? Actually, I should take that with me. Hunger Seed's probably the worst item in bag. I don't know how much like Return and Safeguard would sell for, but again, they're going to sell for way more than a Hunger Seed. So we'll go ahead and throw that thing against the wall because I don't want Trico to like randomly eat it. You never know. Bro might look at that little sunflower seed there and think it looks enticing and just eat it. But then it would put Squirtle in a famished... I mean, it would put Trico in a famished state throughout the duration of the floor. It would put Squirtle in a famished state if Trico decided to throw it at me, but... luckily they don't do that. Alright, I'm trying to get off this floor. Weather conditions... Well, not weather conditions in general, but hail and sandstorm are both very annoying. We find a few more gravel rocks. That's not bad. Add to the stack there. Okay, another new area of the dungeon. Cleanse Orb I kind of want to take with me as well. Do I need to hit the Grimy Food yet? I'm at 75 out of 100 belly. Grimy Food gives you plus 30 recovery, so it's a little premature to eat that. Also... Oh, I already have a Cleanse Orb on me. Okay, it's fine. I'm going to leave that one behind. Although that is like a really good item, though. Alright, everybody wants to line up. This is perfect. We'll take it. That's going to pop Runaway on Dodrio, but Bro decides to run directly at me. It's kind of funny. Usually they run the opposite way. Radar Orb, don't need. That's really bad. I just wanted to use Water Gum. That's why you make them step up towards you. That was a mistake right there. Okay, and now of course they're not in line anymore, so we'll just go for Bite, finish this off. Never mind. Oh, Fury Attack's gonna KO me. Okay. Hold on, what is going on here? Everybody has Fury Attack? That's really bad. Those guys need to go first. Okay. Bullet Seed's gonna fry Doduo. And then, when do I get to attack, bro? I got slowed down, so I gotta... Oh, I just delinked my attacks. I'm an idiot. Okay, how many times have we missed an attack on this guy? That's crazy. Alright, well... That did not... Oh, I still got the slowing effect. That's right. Okay, bro. It's just everything out here has Fury Attack. That's crazy. Whatever. What are these? Trap Bust and Switcher. I don't need either one of those. Okay, so... Good news. I didn't have to use a Max Elixir right there because I just got KO'd. But bad news is we basically wasted a Reviver Seed. Although it's not really a waste because... Okay. Here's another Elixir too. Does Ice Beam Oko this guy? Probably not. Yeah. I bet you that was really close. Oh, speaking of Kecleon shops, that's 100% what that is. Why is there so many Pokemon pulling up, too? This is actually crazy. Alright, well, let's go check. I think I still have the Pecha Berry, right? Yes, let's go. I was going to go check those items up top. I mean, I'm still going to do it, but that was really annoying. Because, you know, if I would have got poisoned there trying to walk around the whole floor, would have been pretty bad. Also, I can sell some of these TMs to Kecleon here. I don't even have to wait for, can I Oko Altaria? Oh, that's a Swablu. It looked like an Altaria when it was sleeping. If I don't do this, Trico's going to attack it anyway, so we might as well just wake it up, take it out. But this is good that Kecleon shop pulled up, because now I don't have to save these for when I go back to Pokemon Square to sell the TMs. I can just do it right now. Alright, I'll use up the last Ice Beam there, and then it's back to like the Link combo. Alright, tell me you got something good. He's got a couple apples, actually. I really do need those. We can also sell these hold items right now, so that's not bad. Switch with the Racket Band, and then what hold items he got? Power Band, Heal Ribbon. Although you would never want to buy any hold items from him. Swablu, please piss off while I'm trying to go shopping right now. The Pokemon always pull up and want to fight you when you're like shopping on the magic carpet, and it's very annoying. Alright. He gave me 1,800 coins for those two hold items that I sold him. That's a lot of money right there. We definitely come out on top in that deal. But we score a couple apples along the way, which is really good, actually. That was pretty clutch that he had apples. Alright, Scyther. I guess I can go for Bubble now. Because it's not linked anymore, so we could just go for Bubbles and follow up with a rock. Not even let anybody get close. Okay. Interesting. I don't know who's the biggest threat here. Probably this guy. And then next turn, I'm going to put myself into the corner down here. Because then it will allow these Pokemon to step up, and then Trico can actually go for other moves. So now that these guys are right on top here, let's just go for the regular attacks. Great. I guess we're going to have to stall a few turns. Good news is, okay. I did not know I forgot this thing had Sonic Boom. Okay. I need to throw a rock and get rid of it. Oh, he still lived. Sonic Boom is really bad, bro. No, not Double Team. Okay. Sonic Boom does a set damage of 55 in this game. I think it's actually the strongest attack in the game, which is kind of funny. Alright, man. This Masquerade's being really annoying right now. You can't attack while you're paralyzed. But you can throw rocks, so that's why I was doing that. Gotta get rid of this Joker, man. See ya. What? Okay, no, okay, I thought you went Stun Spore again, but it's Sweet Scent. They both start with the same initials. Alright. Anyway, that was ridiculous right there. No, this doesn't link over to all those items. Damn it. Okay, what do we got here? Yanma. I actually... Okay. That was really bad. I actually have a feeling that might be a monster house down there with those 4 items. But I'm not sure. Let's get a little bit closer and see what we're looking at. Actually, never mind. I found the stairs. I'm pretty sure that was going to be a monster house. Let's not even deal with it. We get a rainy floor, which is cool, but there's really not that many items here. So I'm just going to move on. Why not? Okay. Aerodactyl. Great. This guy's really annoying because of 2 things. Pressure, but also agility. And I don't know if Scyther actually has agility, but I know Scissor does in Purity Forest. Wow, we just double missed. That's really bad because Skiploom loves to go for status moves. So I'm going to bite it and try to flinch it. Man, I missed again. Great. Now I might get hit with Giga Drain or Mega Drain, whatever. Oh, Leech Seed's really bad too. Trico's can't go for quick attack because he's out of PP for it. We're just gonna sit here until I wake up. It's all because I missed the bite, man. It would have finished. Trico would have finished him off if I hit that bite. All right, Aerodactyl again. We can handle this because I do have Bubble, so it's not a big deal. But again, pressure is super annoying and it's gonna drain my PP really fast. I feel like pressure should only kick in when the Mon's like right on top of you. If you're hitting him from a distance. Okay, who's this? Just a Skiploom. We can go for the rock and then bite. It won't KO it, but maybe I'll flinch it. Okay, Tail Whip is fine. Well, Tail Whip's actually really bad, but as long as I don't let myself get hit, and that's kind of what Bubble's for, to keep Mons from getting right on top of me. Alright, let's go for the rock. And then again. Although it bounces the wrong way. Shoized. Oh, that might do a lot of damage. Because I've been leered twice. I think. Okay, we find the stairs. Let's get out of here. That floor was pretty sketchy. I don't like it. Okay, there's only one Mon here. Who is it? Scyther? He died a bubble. Then we can grab this item and go. I think I'm actually out of gravel rocks. I just tried to throw one, but it didn't work. Oh, I have one left. I got you, but it's not set to the hotkey. It's because I missed the toss against that Scyther and I picked it up before I left. So it counted as like a different stack because the stack that I had, it was basically my last one. So the stack that I had set went away. Okay. So now I'm out of rocks. Not a big deal, but also probably out of bubbles very shortly here because I've used a few of them. Yeah, I've used a few of them on those Aerodactyls, so he's been stalling it with pressure. Oh, I just missed 2 attacks against this guy. That's really annoying. That's okay though. Oh, here's some rocks. Nice. 4 and 4. Very nice. I do have elixirs, so it's kind of whatever, but it's always annoying to miss attacks. I wasn't even looking at the minimap. I didn't see bro coming. Finish it off with a rock. Okay, not bad, not bad. We're already on the 19th floor. Just getting through here pretty decent. Who is this up top? Let's bubble it. Oh, it must be an Aerodactyl. Alright, bro got OHKO'd by that, and Bullet Seed should OHKO Skiploom, yeah. As long as you hit it at least twice. Trico rips the full 5-hitter. You'd love to see it. Let's see if he'll go for it again. Well, actually, he doesn't need to, because now he can go for any move that I position him here. But he decides to go for quick attack when he's out of PP for it. So that's the thing. I'm surprised the game doesn't check for that. Basically, it seems like my partner Pokemon just use one of their 4 moves at random. Even if they're out of PP for it, they still try to use it. I can understand Trico using quick attack right there in that situation because it's the only thing where he can hit through Squirtle. But if he's like side by side on a Pokemon, he should just go for Absorb or Mega Drain. But I mean, you know, it's not that big of a deal. But there's probably an IQ skill that I should turn on in order to make that happen, but I don't feel like looking through the list. Let's use a few more bites before we go ahead and rip that elixir. Oh, great, now we got this guy. If we get 40 chip damage here with this, I think Water Gun will finish it off. Yeah. Because it seems like he only has about like 130 HP or something like that. Because my bubble kept doing like 120 damage to it, and he would barely just hang on, and like one single rock would finish it off. Quick Seed's actually pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and rip the grimy food. Okay, nice. We just got the immobilized thing. Do I even... Okay, I'll throw a couple rocks at it, finish it with bite. I feel like I should save some of these rocks, but I only have 3 more. It's kind of whatever. Alright, the stairs must be in here, right? Yeah. I feel like they had to be. That should have been just the last room in this place. Okay. How do we get out of this situation? Oh, Trico tried to go for quick attack again. Dumbass. Okay. I gotta position myself like this. So as long as he doesn't go for... Oh, I missed. And he went for quick attack. That's bad. Go for Giga Drain, bro. Or whatever it is. Mega Drain. Absorb. Perfect. Because Trico has both Absorb and Mega Drain. You know what? I'm going to do the same thing and just let Aerodactyl walk all the way to us. Oh, he went for Agility, though. It's so bad. Trico, don't go for quick attack. Okay, we get the Oko. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, another Skiploom. I'm gonna go ahead and use the Blast Seed and then pick up this Roll Call Orb. Because why not? Oh, that's not even enough to take it out? Okay, so this thing has a little bit more than, what was that? It was 45 on the Blast Seed and like 20-something on my regular attack. Oh. Pretty lucky to find the stairs like that. So Skiploom has a little bit more than, or somewhere around like 70 HP, I guess. Probably like in that ballpark. So we could easily Oko with a water attack even though it is resisted. But I'm kind of pushing my luck here before I use an elixir, but this is pretty much actually the end of that, so use the last water gun and then we're just down to bites. Okay, we get another Oko, nice. I think it's elixir time though. I got 3 of them, so why not? And I'm gonna use a bubble here for some free chip. Okay, 130, nice. And we hit level 35. Sweet. Unfortunately, we only get 1s across the board in every stat, though, but... Alright, going to check out this item is pretty free, because there's no other enemies, so... Alright, it's just some rocks. We'll take it, we'll take it. And then let's get out of here. Alright, what are these 2 items over here? I took too many steps. It's another Aerodactyl. But now it looks like we're just strong enough to Oko it. Bro really has, like... oh, it's a Blast Seed. That's not great. He actually has right around 130 HP. Because he, yeah, okay, 114 he lives. Oh, he tried to throw the Blast Seed at me. Wait, why would you throw it? That's not... Anyway, let's get rid of him. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this just for, like, the hunger recovery. Petrify, okay. Let's keep going this way. Because we got a couple high rolls with Bubble and Water Gun in the last couple Aerodactyls, and like both times I got over 130, he got OHKO'd. Yeah, see, 134. Okay, Trico hits 32. Not bad, not bad. Alright. No stairs here. Let's just keep clearing the whole right side of the room. Which that is probably it. Yeah, it's a hallway. It loops back. Okay. There's actually kind of a lot of enemies on this floor. Nice, we find stairs though. Damn, it's 3 Aerodactyls is really bad though. Especially whenever you miss an attack versus a Pressuremon. Basically it's taking... I was going to say it's going to take 4 hits to take it out, but now it's going to take 6 hits. Essentially. That's really bad, man. I'm making a run for it. We're not dealing with those other 2. I can't believe I had to... Oh, that's even worse. Go for Bullet Seed, bro. I don't think he has any more Bullet Seeds, though. You know what? This is why I have 2 Petrify Orbs. I'm not dealing with this. Oh, it What? I forgot when you're confused, it actually gets you, too. So, wait, how do I... I just made a mistake. Did I just soft lock myself? How do I get out of this status? Okay. Okay. I totally forgot about that. I think I did do that once before. Like the first time I played this game, but I couldn't remember. So this Aerodactyl will stay stunned forever because he's like an enemy Pokemon, you know? But honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I thought I might have just soft locked myself right there. So we could walk right by him. He'll never get over that petrified status. If anybody is watching this, note to self, do not use it when you're confused because it stuns you and your teammates, but essentially not forever, as we saw there, so. But imagine if it did, how pathetic that would have been if we were just sitting here and then I had to like reset the game. Because I had like no chance to save there. that would actually been really, really funny. It would have been annoying, I'm not going to lie, but, you know, for the content, it would have been classic. Okay, that's a dead end. What's this Aerodactyl doing? Come here, bro. Get smoked by a bubble. The pressure's so annoying, bro. Alright, let's go down this way. We're gonna have to water gun this guy. Oh, great, the agility. Really hope I don't miss this water gun. Nice. Okay, so he has like a little over 120 then. He keeps living whenever I roll a number lower than 120. And that is exactly why you have roll call orbs, although I didn't warp too far away. Oh, nice. Okay, what are the odds of that? Bro hits a roll call orb. I've never seen that before, and he literally warped one tile away. But now I'm sleeping, and he's gonna start fighting right here. He just got next to somebody. Which we're gonna have to sit here and watch this animation. Alright. I'm gonna roll call him back over here. Come here, buddy. Now I gotta step this way. Dude, there's just Aerodactyls everywhere. No! Squirtle, what are you doing? I mean, Trico. Bro, stop going for quick attack, man. You're literally gonna let all four of these Aerodactyls pull up on us now. Come on. Oh, not the agility. That's so bad. We don't need to be fighting these scrubs, man. It doesn't do anything. Okay, so there I just rolled exactly 120 and he lived, so. Aerodactyl has a minimum of 121 HP, confirmed. But obviously the regular attack still does around 20 damage, so as long as we tag him with a water attack, he doesn't have much left after that. Bro, there is way too many prehistoric Aerodactyls. Or what is it called? Like the actual dinosaur of this? Like a Petrodactyl or something? I don't even remember. But hey, look, a link box. Perfect timing for that. No! Okay. Imagine if that was one of those invisible traps that, there's an invisible trap that turns items into enemy Pokemon. That would have been really bad if that's what that was. And we just turned that link box into an Aerodactyl. Although it wouldn't have mattered because here's another one. Okay, I need to hit an apple for sure. And then if I do Elixir, I could relink my attacks, which is good, but it won't help with all these Aerodactyls. So I think I'm not even going to relink. I'm also going to eat this Rossberry too. I think I'm just going to keep going here and... Whoa, wait, what? Oh. Okay, I guess we found the end. I'm just going to relink with Gulpin back at the Pokemon Square. Okay, nice. You are? I'm Squirtle, and this is my buddy Trico. Who are you? Did you maybe come to save me? Indeed we did, Latios. Yes, I'll be fine. My wing is still damaged a little, but I can go. Let me bust out this super sweet teleport gem. Okay, I thought we actually had to fight both Latios and Latios, but we just have to fight one. Okay. Not bad because I didn't elixir right there. That was going to be tough if we had to battle, but... Latios. Latios. Reunited and it feels so good, baby. You're safe. This is incredible. I'm sorry. I caused you so much worry. Oh, this is great. It's so touching. Sniffle. Man, shut up, Kecleon. My sister is safe, all thanks to you. To be honest, I came close to giving up. But we're back together again. It's happiness beyond words. We owe you so much gratitude, thank you. Well, how about you return the TMs that you stole to the purple Kecleon there, and we'll call it even, buddy. It's okay, really. When you put it that way, it's even a little embarrassing. However, we have no money or any other way of repaying your kindness. So, it's the least we can do. Maybe we can join your rescue team. That's an even better option, I'll take that. Getting 2 powerful legendary Pokemon right here. Huh? We would like to join Team Turtle and help you with your rescue work. Yes, please. Would that work? Would you be willing to accept us on your rescue team? 100% yes. Squirtle, what should we do? Do we let Latios and Latias join? Yeah, buddy. Done. You're our fellow members from now on. Great to have you on the squad. Thanks for having us. Delighted to join. And thus, Team Turtle was joined by Latios and Latias. Scheist. Nicknames? Nah, we're not doing that on this playthrough. Alright, cool. That's 2 insanely powerful Pokemon to join the squad here. And more importantly, helps get closer to the total of 386 Pokemon recruited. Alright, a couple things now. So, I'm going to head directly south from the Turtle Team base and see if Purity Forest is here. But apparently we do still need that Sky Blue Plains friend area. Again, on the website it doesn't say why. It just says that those are like the prerequisites for unlocking Purity Forest. It's finishing that mission with Latios and Latias, which again you can't even trigger until you purchase the Southern Island friend area because that's where they reside, and by finding the HM Surf. Once you do those 2 things, then the Latios and Latias mission unlocks, and then you have to complete it. But then for some reason it says you also have to get Sky Blue Plains, but it doesn't say why. I don't understand that. Because there is Pokemon that live there, right? Like Kecleon and Girafarig, we saw that last time, but what is the importance of the Sky Blue Plains as it relates to Purity Forest? See, it should be here underneath Waterfall Pond. So confirmed we still don't have Purity Forest, so for scientific purposes, I'm going to save the game first of all. And then I'm going to reset it and punch in the Wonder Mail code live on camera. And then we'll have to go complete probably a very short side quest. But then it'll guarantee, the Wonder Mail code will guarantee that that's the reward we get. So, let me see. Let's come over here. File. Reset. Shazam. I mean, I'm not playing on an emulator at all. I'm playing on a official Nintendo DS, of course. But no, so all you gotta do is reset the emulator. I really hope I saved because I was just kind of talking. I wasn't even really paying attention to what I was doing right there. So let's hope that the game actually saved. But it is what it is. All right. So from the main menu here, you basically hit continue to reload your adventure. That's how you do it. And so I've gone on 49 total adventures and have played for 16 hours. But you can also go down here to Wonder Mail. And then you just have to enter the password. Now, a bunch of these letters are, well, letters and symbols, I guess, are in red. You can't use any of those. You can only use the ones in white. So let me go ahead and enter this here. I have it pulled up on screen down below the emulator. I mean, down below my Nintendo DS. Alright, so 2 question mark 0N. It's nice that they kind of break them up into groups of 4. It makes it kind of easier to read. 13 plus question mark. And then question mark 36R. And then MT question mark R. I'm going to read them out in groups of 4 for anybody that might like want to type this for themselves without having to watch the screen. You can just listen to what I'm saying. The next group is 8420. And the final grouping is MX question mark W. And let's hope this is the correct Wonder Mail code. Alright. Well, obviously it works. It's a correct code because I received the Wonder Mail, but we're going to actually have to go back in here, complete the side quest, and see if it does net us the Sky Blue Plains. And then once I recheck the list of available dungeons that I can go to, I should have Purity Forest randomly. So let's go in the job list. I guess it's going to be this D rank mission here. They always give you, like, when you use Wonder Mail codes, for the most part, they just throw you into Tiny Woods, which is only a 3-floor dungeon. And as you can see, the reward is a friend area, so that's a good sign. Well, let's take the job, let's go do it, and see if that's the reward. Now again, looking at the list of available dungeons, we still don't have Purity Forest. So confirm that just typing in the code is not enough. You actually have to go complete the mission. Alright, we got a Baltoy on the squad. All these Pokemon in here are basically You know, this is the first dungeon in the game, so they're all going to die to the regular attack. I don't even have to use a real attack on them. Come on, Baltoy. Let's make a run for it, buddy. Although, with that being said, you know, bro is level 1, so he might still die to these Pidgeys. But Squirtle is in no danger here. There's a sleeping sunflower seed. We'll just leave it alone. And there is the mon that we're looking for, that yellow dot there. And I walk into a dead end. Nice. We have to go around the other way. Alright, there's 2 enemies on the floor, but they're both sleeping because they're not moving, so we are good to go. Might as well grab that item too before I talk to the Pokemon we're looking for here. Oh, it's another Oranberry. My bag is full. No. That's okay. I don't need it. Alright. Easy money, man. Now let's see if this is the correct formula in order to unlock the dungeon that we have been talking about the most in this playthrough, and that is Purity Forest. Now, for anybody that might be watching this in the future, you know, you might already know what Purity Forest is. Okay, there's the Sky Blue Plains. But if for some reason you don't, man, stick around, because once I start getting some clears on that and upload those videos, you're going to see why I've been talking about it so much. It's by far and away the most fun dungeon in the game, because it's so ridiculous, right? Not ridiculous in terms of being difficult, but ridiculous in terms of the RNG needed to actually win the dungeon. And I like to say that it's like the closest thing that Pokemon has ever had to a BR, a Battle Royale. Because essentially that's what it is. You're trying to survive through 99 floors and be the last Pokemon standing, while every other Pokemon in the dungeon is just there trying to take you out. So let's see if this works. And it does, right there. It's the first one. Oh, we also unlocked Joyous Tower. I don't know why, but because I was gonna say it should be here below Waterfall Pond. I don't know why I went to the 3rd page, but there it is. We finally got it. Man, that's a big sigh of relief right there. This was quite the grind to get this thing unlocked, but so there it is. You gotta purchase the Southern Island and find the HM for Surf inside of Solar Cave. After you do those 2 things, you then get the mission for Latios and Latias. And then for some reason you gotta finish it and get them both recruited to Southern Island. And then just find the Sky Blue Plains. Now, this whole side quest with the Sky Blue Plains, that does show up randomly, you know, so if you have good RNG luck, you can get it much earlier in the game, even before finishing the main playthrough. It doesn't necessarily show up after in the post game. You can get it before for sure. You just gotta kind of get a little bit lucky. So what other job lists do we have, by the way? What do these do? A Reviver Seed and a mystery item, and then Brick Break and a mystery item. Okay, well, let's go deposit some items in Kangaskhan storage. But maybe I'm gonna do a couple side missions. I want to try to get some more recruits today. So let's go ahead and do some storing. I don't need any of these TMs. I'm gonna sell these TMs later, in between the recordings here. So I just need to make sure that I bring the escape orbs and the actually I'm gonna bring the cleanse too, just in case. All right, that's fine. You know, a lot of times when we go into these low-level dungeons, we're not going to find the best set of items anyway. I might as well deposit these too. So really, I don't need to make that much space in the bag, but I also need to have like at least half the bag available, because we will still find some items. But theoretically, right, we could find 3 recruits on the first floor of a dungeon and then just have to escape out of there. So that's why it's not really... Actually, what is Kecleon selling now? Let's see what you got, buddy. Max Elixir, X-Ray Specs. All this stuff is really, really good, but again, I really need to save my cash, so I'm just going to kind of purchase escape orbs when they show up. But he's got nothing but TMs today. Okay. Alright, maybe we go bang out both of these side quests here and see if I can get some more recruits. This is an escort mission. These are kind of annoying, but it's only to the 6th floor, so let's do it. And see what we can get in Uproar Forest. I remember, I think, going here last time, and I didn't have really any success with recruiting. No, I did with C-Dot. We have some C-Dots, that's right. Can I Oko this guy? I can't. That's pretty sad. Okay, and we're about to use the one and only Reviver Seed that I have right there. Well, hold on a second. This is bad. This is bad that I didn't Oko that guy, because now I think I just failed the mission. I'm gonna... So, okay, here's the thing. If you ever fail a mission and get... Well, actually, I guess it doesn't matter unless Squirrel gets Oko'd. But what happens... I've still never taken an L in this game. I'm gonna escape out of here, by the way. This is not gonna work. That was unfortunate. That was unfortunate. But as you can see, I'm wearing the X-ray specs, right? And I had some other good items in my bag. And if you fail a mission, I think you have to get KO'd yourself, though. But I don't know what would have happened if Nidoran would have got KO'd again. And is that considered a fail? But basically, if you ever black out inside of a dungeon, you do lose like all the items that you have on you, or at least like 80% of them. So I would have lost my X-ray specs. I would have lost some other good stuff out of the bag. So it's not worth it. I'm just going to pull another escape orb out of here and do that again. I thought for sure I could just Oko the C-Dot with a regular attack, because that was like a low-level dungeon. Oh yeah, I need more Reviver Seeds now too. Because I only brought one and I lost it right there. Oh, we got 13 in bag. That's not bad. That's not bad. Honestly, should not even need to use a Reviver Seed. It was just kind of an awkward positioning between those two enemies there. So hopefully I still have this mission. Okay, not only do I still have it, but it's still active, so let's jump right back in there and try that again. That was my bad. I should have just Oko'd that other guy and then moved over to KO Venonat. Again, awkward positioning, because if I miss the attack, this thing could take out Nidoran. Okay. Alright, as long as I hit it with an actual attack, though, like everybody's going to get Oko'd in here. And I can only recruit C-Dots. Okay, so not really interested in that. I'll put on Bubble here. I already have, I think, 2 C-Dots. So I guess if another one tries to join, I'll accept it, but it's not really the main purpose of the mission. We're only going to the 6th floor here. There's a lot of these grass gummies everywhere in this floor. Why is there so many items in here on this floor? Rest, coins, Giga Drain. Okay, this might be a monster house, actually. At least Venonat can't cross the water, because I can't attack right now while I'm paralyzed. Because Nidoran would get fried by the Venonat. This, by the way, I think is a monster house. If there's like 2 TMs and some coins in there. Are you serious? Now that I'm confused, I have to go for the rocks. Okay, I have them set. This Venonat's really annoying, bro. It's about to disable me again, watch. To paralyze me. Did I just get, like, re-confused? And I missed 2 rock throws. That's really bad. Alright, get this idiot out of my face, man. This might be one of the biggest monster houses of all time, and honestly, the worst thing I could possibly do with a teammate here that's at level 1. How do I even play this? Because if I step in there and trigger the monster house, I need to let Nidoran back into the hallway, which I can't even guarantee I could do that. So it's just not worth it. By the way, one of these... Okay, it's this C-Dot that had the TM for rest. There's also somebody stepped on a TM for Giga Drain in there. Which, of course, I really want, but this is the worst time for that to show up. I guess I could also walk in there, like, through the water. Nidoran wouldn't follow me, but again, getting split up from Nidoran would not be ideal either. We can take this guy out from here. Yeah, if there's nothing but TMs and coins, that's a monster house for sure. At least we get one of the TMs because a Pokemon brought it to us, but yeah, not ideal. There's no way you lived a Bubble. Bro had 73 HP, actually, because Bubble did 72, and Scratch for 1 damage KO'd it. There's just no way. That's hilarious, man. Alright. Grab these items because they're pretty free. And then we will exit. Alright. Damn. We got apples for days here, huh? I'll take it. Apples are always welcome. Is there anybody new here I can recruit? No, still just C-Dot. Although, if C-Dot does try to join, I will take it. Because again, I think I only have 2 of them. What else could I do with these? Okay, we don't need the plain seed. I also don't need 2 Pecha berries, so I'll eat 1 too. Take this apple with me. Might as well eat this Pecha berry too. Alright, C-Dot, would you like to join the turtle team here? No? Okay. GG's. I'm pretty sure they won't ever join if they're that far away. I think you have to KO them when you're right on top of them, but I don't know that for sure. I just think that's how it works. Okay, how the heck do I get over there? Oh, it doesn't matter. The stairs are right here. What was that layout right there? That was really weird. Alright, let's see if we can recruit this one. Go for the ice beam. Negative. Blast seed. Yeah, not important. Alright. We're on the destination floor here. I have to be careful with my positioning again. No, I missed. This is so bad, actually. Because now the monkey's going to step up right at that Nidoran. Okay, he's going for bide, though. So as long as we don't touch C-Dot, we're chilling, we're chilling. Okay, I'm surprised the water attack's still OHKO in the sun. But I'll take it. And now we just got to wait for C-Dot to stop storing energy. Okay. That was actually better that Bro went for bide. Honestly. Alright, bubble. Then take it out. Damn it, he didn't want to join. See if I can make space for this jelly bean on the way out the door here. Yeah, we don't need the Pecha. Okay, cool. We reunited the 2 Nidorans. By the way, I think I can recruit Nidoran now. I think the two friend areas that I bought in between recordings, I think one of them had to do with the Nidorans. And then the other one I bought, I remember was like Mount Cleft, because that was the home to Aeron's evolution line, and also Larvitar's evolution line. Brick Break and what else? A special band, nice. That sells for a lot of money. And 100 rescue points? Wasn't that only a B rank mission? Interesting. I mean, I'm down. We'll take it. But, yeah, so now, because I bought that because we saw a bunch of Aerons last time. But I didn't have the friend area, so we could never recruit any of them. We need 3 of those, of course. And also, I don't think I've seen Larvitar yet in this game, but I think I've seen Pupitar. So we can potentially recruit that, unless it has like a negative 19% chance. I'm going to go ahead and maybe do this, too. Magma Cavern Basement Floor 14. Although, I don't know who the Mons in Magma Cavern are, and I kind of want to be able to recruit some stuff when I go in there. I mean, I could buy a friend area right now that sounds like it would have Fire-type Pokemon. Because I got 6,500 coins. Let me see what we got real quick in here. The Sacred Field? That sounds like it would have Fire-type. No. It only has 3 Pokemon. Oh, 3 legendary Pokemon are said to live here. A trio? So that's either the Cantonian Birds or the Johto Beasts. Probably. Probably the Johto Beasts, I think. Rainbow Peak. Oh no, that would... Okay. That's just Ho-Oh, probably. The Furnace Desert? No, this is ground types. Okay. So maybe I bought the places that would relate to fire types. Alright, let's go check it out. I'm gonna save my cash. Let's go optimize the bag. And, well, mainly I just picked up like 12 grass gummies, so we're gonna store all those. And I don't need this many apples either. Or green gummies. Okay, it was a couple grass and a couple green gummies. Whatever. Alright, let's store all this and let's go... Whoops, wrong button. Let's go to the 14th floor of whatever that fiery dungeon was called. 2 elixirs and 3 apples should be plenty. I really hope I can recruit something, man. How many recruits do I have? It's like 10 per page. So we got 22, 24, 26 Pokemon. No. Yeah, 26. That's it? Oh, when I ended last episode, I thought I had 35, but really it was like 25. It was 24, and then we added Latios and Latias. Okay. So I think I remember in the outro last time, I was like, yeah, I got like 35 out of 386, so we're basically 10%. Yeah, my math was not mathing. It's a lot less than that. All right, this is not a escort mission, thankfully. So we don't have to worry about having a level 1 Pokemon following us around. All right, let's do this one, and that's probably going to end it for today. And then I might try some Purity Forest attempts. Actually, it's pretty free to check this. Let's do it. Grab the coins. Oh, there's a Sandshrew, but I don't have the... I could have just bought that friend area. Nice. Literally can't recruit anybody here. At least for these first few floors till we get deeper in. Let me set Water Gun, and I'll just go in the menu to click Bubble if Pokemon are farther away. Like this. Get this rat out of my face, man. Of course, we missed the bubble, though. To be honest, at this point in the game, I think it might be time to get rid of Ice Beam. Because, again, APP is really bad. I just kind of put it there to deal with Rayquaza at the end of the main story. Ice Beam's obviously a great attack. It has range, but... Wow. Look at this Kecleon shop, huh? I'll take that. What is this? X-ray specs for 4K. I could buy them, but... And another stamina band. Obviously, I'm wearing the X-ray specs, and I have an additional one in storage in case I do ever wipe while in a dungeon. So I don't need that third copy, but it's always tempting. All right. But yeah, so I'll have to figure out what to do next time with the moveset, right? Because Ice Beam is cool, but 8 PP is just so bad that it's not even worth having on your moveset. It's really not. You got to have attacks with more PP, because even like weaker attacks at this point with how high level I am, they're still gonna do like decent damage, and it gives you better options. Most importantly, to link moves, right? Because if you have 2 linked moves together, like something around 19 PP, even if it's a weaker attack than Ice Beam, I could still use the link combo more times, which in turns means you're dishing out higher damage, right? Over time. I wish I had a link move right here, but whatever. Because then I could have water gunned to Oko this guy and then bubbled the one in the back. Whatever. I'll do that at the start of next episode. I'll talk to Gulpin again and relink the attacks. And honestly, probably find something else to take over Ice Beam. Assuming I remember to do that. That's my plan. Now, see, here's what I was talking about walking over hot lava, right? Fire types can do that. But I don't think Squirtle's going to have the IQ stat about... Oh, yeah, okay. I thought it was going to go left and right like everything else does, but it goes up and down. Now, he doesn't have... What was it called? I think it's called All-Terrain Hiker. So something that I'm going to do in between episodes is... I probably have close to like 40 jelly beans in storage now. I'm going to feed them all to Squirtle. And even though I shouldn't, I should spread it around to other Pokemon, but... Let's be real here, I'm just going to kind of juice up Squirtle for this playthrough. And that's going to be who I use. Like, eventually, towards the end, this thing might even be between level 90 and 100. Which is going to make recruiting a lot easier at that point. So I might as well feed just all the jelly beans to Squirtle and give him a bunch of +1s into his stats. So before we cut things off today, I'm going to look at Squirtle's stats. I'm not going to do it now in case I grow another level in this dungeon, but... We're going to look at Squirtle's stats, and then we're also going to do it when I come back next time after feeding him all the jelly beans. And we're going to see how many stat gains. This is one of the biggest rooms I've ever seen in playing this game. Can I recruit anybody here? If not, I'm just going to go for the stairs. Oh, Graveler and Mawile. Okay. And I see a Mawile too. Let's see if we can grab that. Damn it. Okay. Attempt number 2 at Mawile. No. Now, because Squirtle's still between 30 and 39, it's basically... all these Pokemon have, it seems like, between a... what is this? I'll take that. It seems like they all have between a 7 to 12% recruitment odds. Because I am between level 30 and 39, I get an extra 5% bump. But still, we're talking, you know, pretty bad odds to try to recruit stuff here. Although I feel like, you know, around 15% odds actually isn't horrible. I think I'm just having pretty bad luck with it. But obviously, once we bump those recruitment odds to closer to like 20-30%, it's going to be so much easier to recruit Pokemon. But that's going to take me getting to around level 50. So we got quite a ways to go until then. This is also my last water gun, okay. Switch over to Bite then. I still think I might do something that I was talking about last time, which is giving myself a whole bunch of Joy Seeds. But if I decide to do that, which I think I will at some point, because I'm going to need help evolving all these Pokemon. It's going to be too hard to gain that many levels for everybody. So in terms of like pacing of the playthrough, I think I'm going to get a bunch of Joy Seeds. Again, how you do that is just with a cycle of Wonder Mill codes. You can do groups of 8 at a time. And then you have to go into the game, complete those 8 missions, get the 8 Joy Seeds, aka rare candies. And then you can enter in like a different set of 8 codes. And you basically just keep that cycle going forever. And, come on, give me the small wild. Damn. Who's this? I don't really care about Arbok. And then essentially, it's a lot of grinding and something I'm not going to record because I wouldn't want to watch something like that. So I don't think you guys would either. I'm going to go check these other 2 items real quick. Okay, a couple stacks of spikes. Because basically it's going to be like 5-6 hours of me doing the same thing over and over and over again. And that's not really... it's not accomplishing anything and it's not good content in my opinion either. So I'm not going to record it. And I also, like, if I get the chance to recruit any Pokemon in those dungeons, I'm also going to deny all of those potential recruits. Because that is something I will showcase on the recording, recruiting everybody in the game, so... Alright, good. We avoid the Arbok. I can't recruit it anyway, so what's the point of fighting it? I do want to get me a Mawile, though. Let's wake up this snail from his sound sleep and Oko it with a bubble, but... See, bubble would have connected if I said that before time, but I didn't get the full sentence off. So that's why bro lived that there. Alright, we get to look at 4 items here for free. Don't get them all while. Okay, a black gummy, some coins. That's not bad. I didn't mean to go for Bite, but whatever. Let's do it again. Mawile, would you like to join the turtle team? Well, if I could ever hit a Bite, we'll find out the answer to that question. The answer is no. Alright. Oh? Oh, it's another Insomnoscope. That's still cool. We'll take it. But I already have one of those in storage. Again, this is a really, really good item for Purity Forest, but not really relevant in the main playthrough because I'm going to be wearing the X-ray specs the majority of the time. I'll go ahead and hit an apple, I guess. By the way, what was even the point of this mission? I think it was like 14th floor. I don't remember. Also, recruitment search is just Mawile now. Rescue a Geodude on the 14th floor. Okay. So we're almost there. It'd be cool if I can get a recruit here, but, you know, at this point, last time I was expecting to actually get recruits. Now I'm kind of realizing like 10% is kind of shit odds. I thought it was actually decent odds. I'm having a tough time trying to recruit stuff here, but I'm just going to go ahead and eat this red gummy because I don't feel like making space for it. Again, my IQ still slightly goes up when I do stuff like that. I'm just not getting the additional benefit of like a random +1 to my stats. And Bite's actually strong enough to Oko. It was on the other one. Go away, Mr. Snail. Thank you. Facade I will actually make space for. I'll just eat another random gummy. Because again, TMs sell for a decent amount of cash. So we're always going to pick those up. Let's see if I can find these items down here. We're going to get cornered by a couple snakes. Why did I do that? What I should have done was just attack the air right there so that Arbok would have stepped forward. Okay, I recovered from paralysis. just in the nick of time. I'm not going to make the same mistake with this guy. I'm going to let him come to me and then attack it. Same thing, I'm just going to eat this too. I can't even really make space in my bag to pick these up anymore. And I have so many in storage. Yeah, well, we spawn right on the Geodude. I was trying to think if I should go for any items here, but... And now there's nobody I can recruit at this point. All while it doesn't spawn anymore. So let's go ahead and just dip out of here then. Okay. Not bad, not bad. And I think that's a good spot to end this recording here today. A lot accomplished, and we, you know, most important thing, we finally unlocked Purity Forest. I'm probably gonna put something about that in the title. So we get a Reviver Seed, and what else? A brown gummy. Cool. A little cherry on top. Great. And 80 rescue points, which I think I was at 820 actually, so that should put me right on 900. That's not bad. We started the day at 700 even, and now I think we're ending at 900, so that's pretty cool. Alright, let me check that. Yeah, so it is, okay, 900 points. So it's not bad. We got a little over 8k in cash, so I can buy at least one more friend area. I think I had like 4k in the bank though. So if I pull that out and I'm at 12k, I should be able to afford 2 friend areas. So I'll grab those in between episodes, as well as... Let's take a look at Squirtle's stats, right? So in terms of the offenses, we got 56 on both physical and special attack. And then on the defensive side of things, we got 52 in Phys Def and 53 in Spidef. So with all the gummies I'm about to feed Squirtle, I should go over 60 in all 4 of those stats easily. Because again, I'm going to get +1s randomly to those 4 stats. Maybe HP is involved in that too, but I don't think it is. But you know, if I really do give Squirtle, also his IQ stat there has like 3 gold stars. I feel like that should go to 4 or 5 gold stars with how many gummies I'm going to feed him. So I don't know how much of a role that plays, but maybe that also affects your odds of recruiting. Maybe. I really need to, after this recording today, I'm going to read up more about the odds of recruiting, because right now the only thing I know about it is that your level plays a role, but your IQ might play a role in terms of recruiting, and also your team rank, right? We're still silver rank. If I push that to gold, maybe there's a chance that also increases the odds of recruiting Pokemon. I really should probably figure that out, so I stop just speaking about theorizing things like that and actually give you guys some concrete data. So all in all, really productive episode today. We finished a main story of the post game with Latios and Latias, which was pretty cool. And also, the most important thing was finally unlocked Purity Forest. So, of course, this playlist is going to continue on YouTube with a Recruit 'em All playthrough. But also, side by side now, I can have a playlist for Purity Forest clears. Now, with that being said, it's probably going to be a while and multiple attempts before I can get Squirtle to clear the forest. But now, at least it's an option out there on the table, so... Maybe I do it first try and then that video goes up before part 10 of the Recruit 'em All playthrough. Who knows? We'll have to see. Keep checking back on the channel and see if I got a new playlist about Purity Forest clears. So, with all that being said though, this is going to conclude part 9, I'm pretty sure, in the YouTube playlist for the Recruit 'em All. So, for anybody that is seeing this video in the future on YouTube, thank you. I appreciate it very much. I hope you're enjoying the series thus far. And like I said, keep coming back because there's going to be a lot more. We clearly are not even 10% of the way to recruiting all 386, so a lot more still to come in the playthrough here. And next time we're probably going to go check out what is going on with bringing this feather to Xatu in the Great Canyon. So we'll kick off next episode doing that and see where that leads in terms of the next main mission. And I'll just keep trying to grow levels, and hopefully we get better odds of recruiting Pokemon as well. So, with all that being said, again, this is the end of part 9. Thank you for watching, and I also hope that you have a good rest of your day wherever you go after watching this video. Alright? I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.